16 beautiful Ranunculus varieties. Look for Ranunculus tubers at your local garden center, and the gnarled claws of Ranunculus Asiaticus are what you'll likely find. This Ranunculus species is often sold in multi-colored mixes, featuring lollipop hues like red, yellow, orange, and pink that pop in the late spring garden. Plant in well-drained soil, and look for flowers in late spring. Found along streams, in grassy meadows, and in woodland areas, the Ranunculus Ficaria is a common wildflower in North America. This ground-hugging perennial is also cultivated in landscapes, especially the sassy cultivar, brazen hussy, but gardeners should be aware that it has some invasive properties that make it unlawful in some areas. Beginning gardeners looking for a ranunculus to try should consider R. acris. This perennial hardy to Zone 4 grows as a wildflower in boggy areas, and blooms from May to July in many soil types. The snow buttercup is a stout little flower that grows in Alaska and across other Arctic regions. It may appear in summer seemingly overnight after snowmelt occurs. Flowers have overlapping gold petals with bright green centers. Alpine gardeners looking for a new landscape addition should check out the R. alpestris, a tough 2-inch tall plant that deserves a spot in the raised bed where its white flowers can shine. R. alpestris flowers abundantly in the spring and occasionally throughout the season. Dreamy blush tones of the Rhone pink Ranunculus are just what a bride desires. This Ranunculus is one of the designer Japanese types, imported and sold at large wholesale flower markets. The Cloni series of ranunculi resemble English roses with their many layers of petals and giant flower heads. Cloni dark orange is just the flower to brighten up a rainy spring day. The Italian ranunculus is propagated under strict laboratory conditions to ensure consistency and high quality with every bulb. The pink-yellow bicolor ranunculus of the Accolade series brings warm sunset colors to the garden. Create a spring flower container that turns heads by combining this ranunculus with yellow and orange violas. Blooms will continue for at least 3 weeks in a cool, sheltered spot. If cotton candy and marshmallow got married and had a baby flower, the result would be Ranunculus Hanoi. Is there any pink more ethereal than these petals? Hanoi Ranunculus blooms will be in high demand by brides who desire a bouquet that matches a gently flushed cheek. A cluster of sultry, Tango, Ranunculus blooms can knock red roses off their pedestal as a gift for a loved one. The layers of ruby petals beg to be touched, and Ranunculus flowers are much easier to grow without the use of pesticides than roses. Ranunculus Aconitifolius plants crave dappled shade and moist conditions, and given these, will reward the gardener with cheerful white flowers in May. This ranunculus usually grows as an ephemeral spring plant, which means it will become dormant when summer's heat arrives. Intersperse your plantings with marker plants to prevent accidental digging while weeding. Ranunculus purple Picotee is a florist's delight, creating a lavish display when combined with peonies, larkspur, or lisianthus blossoms. Grow the bulbs as annuals in the cutting garden, giving them plenty of moisture and very good drainage. At 3 feet tall, this New Zealand native is one of the tallest ranunculus species you can grow. The giant, round, lily pad-like leaves are just as fun as the bright white blooms. In its native habitat, this plant flowers best where it receives sharp drainage in rocky soils. The Ranunculus lyallii grows in open sites, often in rocky crevices that receive full sun but experience cool summers. Not quite pink and not quite coral, the Venere Ranunculus takes your perfect sunset moment and freezes it in a living blossom. A big bouquet of Venere Ranunculus flowers warms up the kitchen, bedroom, or office space with a hue only nature can deliver to the fullest. This buttercup from the Canary Islands yields very large gold flowers that resemble those of the tropical hibiscus. Plants will grow as perennials in Zone 9 and prosper in bright shady areas with average moisture. You can expect a full 3 months of flowers from this spring bloomer. Plants appreciate dry conditions in the summer when they go dormant. An Asiaticus ranunculus, Amandine rose, is in high demand by florists and is one of Holland's successful export flowers. This cultivar features many ruffled layers of rich pink petals and thrives in cool spring weather. You can achieve a similar look in the cutting garden with Elegance Pink or Rhinette Pink. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.